All right, if you've been fighting with slow Wi-Fi, the constant buffering, the frustrating dropouts, especially in an apartment, well, this is it. This is the final briefing you've been waiting for. We are going to recap everything so you can finally master your own airwaves. Let's get right into it.
So what we're doing here is an end-of-course review. We're wrapping up the fantastic 10-part tutorial, Reducing Wi-Fi Interference in Apartments, which was put together by the great folks at RFI Detectives. They're part of the Virtualization Options LLC family. It's time to take all those clues we've gathered and assemble the ultimate toolkit for a rock-solid connection.
And hey, right off the bat, congratulations. Seriously, if you've gone through all 10 parts, you've made it. You've done the detective work, you've gathered the intel, and you have absolutely earned your badge as an RFI detective. So well done.
Now, every good detective needs their toolkit, right? Their go-to gadgets and methods. And that's exactly what we built in the first 5 chapters. So let's do a quick-fire review of the core skills you've picked up for cracking the case of bad Wi-Fi.
Okay, so first, Chapter 1, we identified the main villain, co-channel interference. It's just a fancy term for all your neighbors' routers basically shouting over each other. Then, in Chapter 2, you got your number one tool, those free smartphone apps that let you actually see the Wi-Fi chaos around you. Chapter 3 was all about using that data to find the right channels, taking the quiet back streets instead of the jam-packed freeway. Now, Chapter 4, this was the big one, the power secret, turning down your transmit power. It feels backward, but it's like a crowded room. If everyone just lowers their voice, you can actually hear better. It is a total game changer. And we wrapped up the basics in Chapter 5, mastering where to physically put your access point for the best results.
So, with those fundamentals locked in, we moved on to the advanced stuff. The techniques that really separate the rookies from the seasoned pros. Let's see how we built on that foundation.
In Chapter 6, we got granular, looking at your devices, your clients, and learning how to deal with tricky things like randomized MAC addresses. Chapter 7 was your hardware deep dive, picking the right access point, especially one where you can adjust the power. That's so crucial for apartments. Then Chapter 8 gave you the ultimate escape plan. Just get off the airwaves, go wired with Ethernet. Chapter 9 opened up a whole new world, the less crowded highways of 5 and 6 gigahertz. And finally, in Chapter 10, you learned how to spot the fakes. Those so-called fixes like boosters and extenders that honestly just add more noise to the problem.
Okay, so beyond all the tips and tricks, there is a core method, a code of conduct that every RFI detective has to live by. And I'm not kidding, this might be the most important takeaway from this entire course. Pay close attention here.
It comes down to 3 simple, non-negotiable rules. Rule number 1, record your configurations before you touch anything and after you're done. Rule number 2, only make one change at a time. And rule number 3, test before and after you make that one change. Let's quickly break down why these are so critical.
So rule 1, recording your settings. Think of this as your safety net. It's your undo button. If you make a change and suddenly your Wi-Fi is even worse, and trust me, it can happen, not having that original configuration saved means you might be stuck. It's your logbook. Without it, you're flying blind.
And this quote just says it all for rule number 2. If you move your router, change the channel, and lower the power all at the same time, and things get better, what did it? Which one was the magic bullet? You have no idea. By making one change at a time, you get clean evidence. You know exactly what action led to what result. It's just good science.
And finally, Rule 3 brings it all home. Your analysis app. That's your proof. That is your hard data. Don't just rely on a feeling that things are faster. Use the tool. Look at the numbers. Did the signal strength improve? Did the interference go down? You need to verify it. Otherwise, you're just guessing. So look, you now have the tools, the advanced techniques, and the detective's code to fix your own Wi-Fi. And that is a massive win. But the real spirit of being an RFI detective, it goes a step further. It's realizing we're all sharing this space and we can make it better for everyone.
So I've got a question for you. Are you ready to take that next step? Are you ready to help clean up the airwaves, not just for you, but for your whole building's Wi-Fi neighborhood?
Because the best way to do that is to share what you've learned. I mean, think about it. If your next-door neighbor also learns to turn down their transmit power, your interference goes down, and so does theirs. It is a true win-win. So share this RFI Detectives tutorial with your neighbors, with your friends, anyone you think could use it. Be the one who starts making the Wi-Fi better for everybody.
You've got the skills now.
You have the tools, and you know the code. So, as our friends at RFI Detectives say, go forth and improve the airwaves. Thanks for coming along on this investigation.